Section 2C, Multiplying Polynomials. Our first example is to multiply a monomial and a trinomial. So number 23 has a monomial being multiplied by the trinomial. Again, notice that it's times the two, so we have nothing in between there, so it's times. So we distribute. And our first one would be 30r, and again when we multiply monomials, the powers are added if they're the same base, so it's to the fourth power. And then we get plus 25r to the third power, because that's a 1. Multiply our last piece, and we get negative 40r squared. It's already in standard form, and that has been distributed. Now we can look at something much more interesting. If we go down to 34, there's a lot going on here, but our rules are the same. Distribute to get rid of parentheses, which will give us a negative 20. Again, the y squared and y to the 1 gives us y to the third. And then we have no other z there, so it stays the same. Distribute the next one, and we get negative 35 y to the second, because there's no other y's to combine. And then we have a z cubed and z to the 1, so z to the fourth. That's the first multiplication that's required. Then we have a plus, so now we have this set of parentheses to get rid of. So now we go ahead and distribute that, and we get plus 28 y to the 1 times y squared is y to the third. Z squared times z to the 1 is z to the third. Then we take it to the last piece there, and we have plus 8 y squared and z squared. Minus, now we have to distribute this next piece. Now we are distributing a negative 3, so now we'll get a negative 9 y, and it's y to the 1, z to the 1. So y to the third, z to the third. Distribute the number to the 9, and we get negative 27 y z. Now there's lots of terms here, so the next process is to see if there are any like terms. And I see y cubed z cubed, y cubed z cubed, and a y cubed z cubed. So we have negative 20, positive 28, and a negative 9. So we get negative 20, positive 28 is a positive 8, minus 9, we get a negative y cubed z cubed. I look again, and if there are any like terms, I see y squared z to the fourth, y squared z squared, and y and z. They're all different, so we would just write them individually. It's a little bit harder to tell what is the proper or standard form, because all these are different, and we will just write it as is, and we'll call that good enough. So we really only had 3 terms that were considered like terms. That is considered simplified.